All right, friends, are we ready to tackle this project? Not really, but we're going to. And we're going to get started right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, Brownstown Oliver Man. This here Oliver 70, which I've had for many a year. And it's needing some head work done to it. It's also got most likely a blown head gasket because it's putting compression into the coolant. But in the last one I said we weren't going to take it apart yet. But I looked at the weather forecast and it's not going to be getting any better. So I just as well suck it up and start doing it. So that's what we're going to do. And I realized that these are probably not, are these not really 3/8? I thought they were. We'll sort that out. I was going to see if I could get some of those studs loose, but that's going to be a sad story, I'm afraid. What we're going to do is put double nuts on and then try to turn them out back them out. Let's just give one a test and see what happens. We got to get two on there, so this may not be the thing to do. The manifold nuts were brass, so if that tells you anything, that was a common thing on old equipment for some reason, because I've seen that many times before. Some of them like to use brass nuts on exhaust, I guess so that it wouldn't rust to it. I'm not sure. All right, now if you're an idiot like me, what you'll do is go to the trouble of finding a second 3/8 nut and then immediately lose it by tipping up the thing it was sitting on and then watching it go away. So that's always great when you do that. We'll see if we even have a slight chance of this working. Come on. Boys, I don't know. Is it gonna go? Let's go back and forth if we can. I think we got her licked. Just gotta work it. Come on. I really don't want to twist any off, but really that's not up to me. That's up to nature. See about getting these loose now. This one. Okay. There we go. It's just that easy, friends. Double nuts. You've heard of double nutting. Now you know what it looks like. I also need a vice grip. And I thought that I had brought one with me, but it's not looking that way. And I really need one for several reasons. For one, I need to be able to get this off of here now, and I can't do that, so I'll have to go get one. And then secondly, this long stud, it's not going to survive a double nut situation anymore. It's too wore out, so we're going to have to just clamp on it and hope for the best. Let me run out here and grab the vice grip. It's just around the corner. Hopefully we can make this go. We've got the master mechanic vice grip. Not an American. I think it'll work though. I don't know that he needs all of these out, but he usually takes everything out whenever he does the cleaning up of things. Let's see how much failure we're going to get into today and just try this one right away. It's probably going to take 2 vice grips to get a good come on. It's turning. That was a good sign. Come on. A lot more difficult to do it this way than with the double nuts. Come on, baby. I brought some zip, but I don't think it'll really penetrate in there. We can put some on each one, but that's not really how this works. People think, oh, the penetrating oil is magic. It's just going to go down in there and make it. No, it doesn't work that way, people. Man. Oh, we're struggle busting her. Come on. Come on, 70. Come on. Oh. Come on. You'd think it would start getting easier, but it does not, friends. It does not. Come on. Let's see now, maybe it's enough that I can 45 this a little bit and then I can keep it going round and round instead of having to reclamp all the time. There we go. There we go. It's been a little bit. We'll have to get us a new one or make a new one or whatever we got to do. We'll have to see. We got parts motors, so maybe there'll be one that's better on a parts motor. Awesome, I dropped it. Okay, now we need to remember, which we'll be able to tell later anyway, but there's 2 shorter studs and they go on the bottom, the very bottom one on the outside corners, I guess you'd call it. So don't forget that. Awesome. I like it when I throw everything to the ground. You're actually kind of in the way for what we're doing here. But I'll humor it. I'll work around you a little bit before I get angry and throw you away. It's just a lot of fun working with all these gigantic winter clothes. Oh, we didn't get that one tight enough. Came loose. That's what I was afraid of. This is gonna be a trick. It's gonna be a trick. Go. 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 Get up. Knock these loose. Clamp onto this, which is a dangerous game because we don't want to ruin our stud. Come on. God, knock that wind. That is cold. Good grief. So basically, we got 3 out. We're just going to go down the line and try to get these out one at a time. Then I think we'll try to get these out, and then we'll continue our tear down. But it just makes more sense to get this out instead of paying him to do it or whatever. If we twist it off, I'll probably wish I'd let him do it, but he could have twisted them off too, but he's excellent at drilling and tapping holes. So that's the way it's gonna be, friends. A little bit out here is all you can stand. I mean, I thought I was gonna tough it out and do it, but geez. It's 19 degrees, so, and the end of the week is single digits. So it's looking like this is the heat wave, friends. Well, let's get that a little more in there. So we have the full effect. Full effect. Come on, baby. Nope, we ain't gonna get her yet. Let's try again. There we go, I think. Oh yeah, we're getting her. It's just a slow, miserable process, friends. It's one of those things that you don't realize unless you do it. Not all of this is exciting. There's a lot of slow, menial tasks that have to happen to do work on almost anything. There's 2. All right. Wish they'd all do that. That'd make this go a lot quicker. It's gonna be slow, slow. We're gonna struggle. Oh, come on, baby. Nope, not gonna get her. Come on. Oh, man. We're not giving up yet. This is one where we're going to use both. I'm going to clamp this on and do it. Nope, it's not working. Go. Come on. I think I got it. Sometimes you got to take both. It's still going to take both. It's still not going to go. Oh, that's ridiculous. Then you got these kind that are going to fight you every turn for no reason. So dumb. Stuff could just work. Get off of that. That's dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. We'll clean all these up before we put them back in. But basically they're fine. I mean, they've been, it's not like their threads are wrong or anything. They've had brass on them all these years, you know? So they can't be too bad. Come on, baby. I want to play nice. Come on, baby. Come on. You're gonna be another struggle bus, aren't you? Come on. Now we're getting into the difficult portion of today, where stuff is not wanting to play nice for no reason. All it took was a little extra. I'd say the worst is behind us, but we're going to be working next to the fuel tank, so we won't be able to go all the way around. That'll be fun. And we're halfway there. Ooh, we're halfway there. Oh, oh. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's coming along. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. 5 more, and then you'll get something more interesting. I promise. It'll probably be me going to the house. That'll be the thicket. I don't have my phone, so I don't really know what time it is. So hopefully we don't miss school bus time, because they'd probably be upset about that. My phone was in the middle of an update. And the only reason I did that was because auction time quit working. And if auction time doesn't work, why then what's the point of having a telephone? So I tried everything. The only thing I could think of was the phone software not being up to date. I actually called them, and they didn't have any advice past what I'd already done. So that's what we did. Get these loose. These 2 nuts are going to be wore out. We're going to have to get new ones. Okay. We're doing okay, friends. We're doing okay. They could be going easier, but they could also be going a lot worse. I can tell you that from experience. So we'll take what we get in this situation. It shouldn't take much time to buzz this head off of here. I'm bound and determined to take this head there this week. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make that happen. They close at 5 o'clock. I get home about 4:30. So I suppose if I'd call him, he might make sure he stays there at 5:01 if I don't get there right at the right time. But I hate to do that to him, so we'll see. Maybe I can sneak away another time this week. I don't know when that would be, but maybe I can make it happen. Oh, come on. There we go. Is it going? Yeah, it's going. Yeah, that nut's about wore out. Okay. Oh, now I loosened it so much that it won't turn the stud. Okay. That's fine. Seems like when it's cold outside, everything fights you for no reason. Like, if it was warm, it would just work. It wouldn't be such a struggle bus. But it's not, so it will. And that's no fun. Only got 3 more, so let's work. Come on, studs. Do your stuff. Let's do the thing. Let's get done without causing a lot of trouble. I actually, now that I think about it, I wonder if I should. We'll see what kind of struggle it puts up. But if it's a real struggle, maybe I'll wait to get the last ones out when I get the head off, because then I can get all the way around. We'll see. Hopefully they're not a struggle bus. Okay, come on. It's gonna come loose. We're gonna rocket the wrench away, but it's gonna come loose. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, you can do it. Okay. You can do it. Come on. Two more. Slowly, slowly wins the race, you know? I'm amazed. I do see the answer to a question I had earlier, though. That one is a wet hole into the water jacket, so some of them are. That's the thing that can happen sometimes when you take out, if you're working on something and you take out studs or bolts out of the head without draining the water out, you might find that you got a gusher coming out at you, because some of the holes are through holes. So you need to probably put some sealer on as you go back, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty well empty, but there must have been enough hanging in there to come out, you know. Let's give you a different angle for fun, you know. Oh, I think our bolt or our nuts are good, about wore off. Yeah, I bet we're gonna have to switch. Shoot, I thought we'd make it to the end. I remember another thing I did, and maybe I didn't do it, and I should. But this fuel tank had a hole in it at one time, and it still does. It's the backside, and it's slathered with JV Weld and then I lined the fuel tank. And that seems to be working, except for the lining is probably breaking down because it turns the gas red now. So, I don't know. I don't have another 70 fuel tank. I should have bought that whole 70 from the junkyard. I still have regrets about that. I just didn't really want to spend any more money. And I thought, well, I don't need any more 70. But I bet that one would have run without much effort. I don't know. It's a shame. I messed up. I should have done it. Should have done it, but I didn't. One more. Is that going to be the one that twists off? Probably, because that's how life goes, friends. Life goes that way. Life waits till you're almost there and then kicks you while you're down. Okay, one more. Will you come out of there? Come on, baby. Let's go. We got other stuff to do. We don't need to be fooling with this the whole morning. Is it coming out? Oh, it is. Sweet. We're on a downhill slide now, friend. Let's see if we can get those 3 off, because the tractor is a good holding fixture. Those will be 1/2 inch bolts, so they use 3/4 nuts. And of course Ross doesn't have all that here. He's got a socket, so they use a socket and this adjustable to do it. And I bet they won't come out because stuff and things. I also think I should take this oil line fitting out first before I do anything. That's not the size, okay. What is the size? This is, oh, that's dumb. Everything is making us work harder. Will this get on there? No. Well, that's interesting. I didn't see that one coming. Man, I am an ice cube, friends. I mean, it is cold with that wind. All right, oil line fitting remove. Boy, it's half plugged up. That was probably really doing a good job, wasn't it? Let's see if we can turn this tight. Then we'll see about turning this loose. Come on. Oh, yes. Sweet. Come on. Wow. I can't believe that. It's gonna put up a struggle, but I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Okay, come on. This one is especially, I'm especially amazed because it's directly into water, for sure. I mean, this being the water neck one. Gotta get that other nut loose out of here now. Awesome. Throwing all the tools to the ground. I love it. Okay. Okay. Let's have as much luck as we had. Stuff. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. Okay. I don't think I got that tight enough, but we'll try. Okay, good. It's coming out. Come on. Get off there. This is wonderful so far. Get off of there, you. Okay. Get those off of there. Should have probably got different nuts to do this, because these I actually want to use. I mean, these are the ones that belong on here. It's okay. It's okay. One more. Come on. See, the fun part is we also have to put them all back. We'll have to spend a whole bunch of time doing the same thing, but in reverse. Isn't that cool? How that works. Oops. You stay put. Don't you wander off. Okay. Now, will you come out of there? Oh, awesome possum. Sweet. All right, that just saved us some money right there, because he would have gladly done that, but he would have also charged, rightly so, for the time that it took to do that. So let's get these loose. They shouldn't be that tight. Obviously not, because that one of them vibrated out of here. They run in oil. There should be a gasket behind here. It doesn't really look like it's doing the thing though, does it? It looks kind of flat, like the gasket left the chat. But that's okay. The kit will come with a new gasket, the headset kit. We will have to go get us another one of those out of a parts block. That side's done. We're going to take the 4, but rather 3, because I already got one loose, of these valve cover bolts loose. And then we should be able to just pop that right off of there. Let's see about getting an actual ratchet this time, instead of fooling with the... Let's see, that's half. Where's my 9? Hey fool, where's my 9? Or not. I guess we won't do it that way, because we can't find our stuff. We'll use the wrench. That's what we love, opening wrench. We can go all the way around, so it's okay. This has not been off of here in many moons. Oh, man. So, hopefully I get this apart and back together before it turns into scrap iron, because that would be sad. Wouldn't be the first time I screwed up something worse than it was, but sure would be nice to do it the right way. Some of these things are not the right way. I don't know what we were thinking with the washers there. That wasn't very smart, but away she goes. Let's get a hammer. Yep. Oh man. Adjustable hammer. Come on, valve cover. I had to switch to a pry bar. A good pry bar, yeah. That's crazy. Alright, hadn't been run for a while, has it? Look at how dry she is. This is the updated style. There was about 3 different varieties of rocker arms and the pedestals as time went on 70s. I really need the socket. I really don't want, well, I can't do, I don't have enough stuff here. Apparently my 9/16 deep well socket left the chat. I don't know where it went, but I sure would like, I wish I had it. That's what I'm saying. There we go. It must have fallen on the floor here somewhere. That's fine. We'll do it the inappropriate way. Oh yeah, we got to get that oil line out too. I forgot about that. Any chance this will get in there? Yeah, good. Good. They went about it a slightly different way than a Waukesha, you see. They've got an oil passage in the head instead of a bolt with a hole in it. Okay. Oh, there's one. Come on. I don't know what we got with washer situation here, but they have disintegrated like. And so I don't know if they were copper, looks like maybe. I'm not real sure why those would have a copper washer on them. We'll look at the parts book and figure out what we really need when we put it back together. Okay, we're gonna struggle. Try to see, these seem like they're pretty tight yet, so they've been getting oil. You know, if they don't get oil up to the rockers, then you can see they're usually just slap wore out. But as far as wore out goes, these are pretty decent-ish. I mean, some of these back ones might have a little bit of play, but not near what they could have in there for a tractor that's 80 years old or whatever it is. That ain't too bad. That's a later style of these too, because it's got those cups made in there. And we need to do some, of course, oh, I pulled that lifter out. We'll have to go in that cover. I think I've done a lot of damage in here. We'll have to go in there and mess with it. I pulled a lifter up out of the hole, I can feel, but that's okay. We're gonna have that off of there, that side plate. whenever we do the thing. We need to clean out this oil dam though. This is the trough that lets oil go to the water pump. And it's practically carboned up, or whatever you want to call it. That hole is half caked shut. And this has also been the modification done. It's got a little groove cut in it so that it sheds some of the oil, because they were worried about the oil getting overflowing out of this trough and going to the intake and then it burning oil. So they actually in the shop book tell you to modify it by grinding away a little bit of a groove here so that the excess oil goes away, but not too much so that you don't get enough. But ours was almost plugged up, so it wasn't doing us much good anyway. Now, let's find us a socket and do inappropriate things. Probably 3/4. This is not what you should do, but I'm doing it anyway because I'm tired of the pain. Never use an impact on head bolts, ever, for any reason. Never do it. Never. Anybody who uses a impact on head bolts is an idiot. Don't do it. Oh, that one didn't want to come out of there. The paint. Come on. Now don't forget, friends, this one has a wire clip, which we haven't been using because the wiring is not long enough. Apparently I wasn't smart enough to make it long enough. But there was a wire clip on the first one and the fourth one on this side. So, lots of carbon too. So, that's great. We'll go lay these out somewhere. Everybody wants the big reveal. So do I. I want to know. I want to know how bad we're going to find it. You know? How bad will it actually be? It was okay. I mean, it was a driving, running tractor. It just had some issues. Oh. Ooh. How hard will it be to get this off of there? Not at all. Oh, there's still coolant trapped. Well, we're gonna have to wash that out of there because we don't want it sitting full of water. Well, I wasn't thinking very smart. I should clean off the front of the tractor so we have somewhere to set this stuff. Alright, like I said, that antifreeze really needs to go away. How much is in there? That's quite a bit. Okay, we're gonna have to bring more rags. I want this totally dry and then all zipped up. I don't want it sitting full of antifreeze. Head gasket doesn't look that bad, but it's got a lot of gobbledygook on it. There's a potential where it could have been blown right in the middle. That don't look great either. But a lot of rust that has come up in recent times. Get off of there. Off of there. Antifreeze. everything looks good for the most part. These pistons have a notch in them. All right, let's get that zip and zip her up. For now, I'll redo it later. I'll clean it up better and zip it. But I do not want this to rust. So I'm gonna have to cover it really, really super good. Uh-oh. Is that a sin? No, that was a blemish. It'll come off. Thought I saw a crack there for a minute. That would have been terrible. Just globber. Oh. Yeah, I pulled one lifter up out of the hole. And there's gasket pieces down in there. So, anyway, we will make sure that we, you know, come out here every day, practically, and just hose her down, wipe her off, or whatever we got to do. But we don't want it to rust. So I need to get a bunch of rags, which is no problem. I got that in the house. I'll come out here after a while and do that. But basically, I don't know. I mean, I didn't see any dramatic head gasket blowing places, but it is very possible. This is a reused head gasket. I don't see any direct channel into the water, but it could have. You just don't know. It could be that there's a crack in the head too somewhere or something, and it was going. So he'll have that all cleaned up nice, and he'll make this a showpiece, something to be proud of. And then we will have a running and driving tractor again. So we're gonna call this one here. I will clean this all up. I'll probably set the hood back on it and whatever else I gotta do, and I'll bring you back whenever there's something to do on it, but that's gonna be a good while. So some of you have been asking for 70 videos, and so here you've had several, so there'll be more to come. After watching what you just saw, do you feel like your IQ has dropped lower than your credit score? Well, there's no reason that both of us should be miserable, so go ahead and hit that thumbs up and leave a comment. That stuff costs you nothing, and it really helps me out. Your banker may not approve, but I know mine will. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.